Hello friends, Karanveer here from KVPTE. Hope you're all doing good. In this video, in detail, I'll be discussing about PTE Summarize Spoken Text. That's the first task of your listening module. In this video, I'll be covering in detail all the tips, tricks and this template which you need in 2026 to crack the Summarize Spoken Text. So guys, let us start. Before starting the video, please like and subscribe and share this with your family members or friends who wants to do the pretty preparation. Now, Summarize Spoken Text is the first task of your listening module. In total, in the listening module, we have how many tasks? We have 8 tasks. Out of 8 tasks, Summarize Spoken Text is the first task of your listening module. It is very important task. Now, number of questions. Guys, we have how many number of questions? 1 to 2. But very importantly, in 2026, some of my students have got 3 questions as well, which is little bit strange. But you need to understand that sometimes, the questions numbers can increased or can be decreased as per the exam. So it can be 3 questions as well if you are planning to give the exam in January or February 2026. Otherwise, you will be having on an average 1 to 2 questions of the summarized spoken text in your PT exam. Now, what to do in this task? Basically what you need to do is you just have to listen to the audio. So you have to listen to the audio first of all, and then after listening to the audio or while listening to the audio, what you need to do is you have to take the notes. You have to take the notes in your notebook in the form of phrases. So you have to take what? Notes in the form of phrases. And that notes, phrases, what do we mean by phrases here? Phrases means short sentences. For example, if I say Karan, now Karan is what? It's my name, so it's a word. But what is a phrase? Phrase is a short sentence. If I say my name is Karan, that will become what? That will become a phrase. So basically you have to listen to the audio. From the audio in your headphones which you'll be listening, you have to take notes in the notebook in the form of phrases, and that notes in the form of phrases from your notebook, you have to put it into what? You have to put it into the template which I'll be providing you right now. You have to just put the notes into the template and then you have to type it down into your computer. So you have to follow these 4 steps. You need to listen to the audio. Its length will be approximately 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. You can take 7 to 8 phrases, put it into the template and then start typing it down into your computer. Now, what is the word count? Word count will be 50 to 70 words. What will be the word count? 50 to 70 words. Guys, if you are writing less than 50 words, that can also be a problem. And if you are writing more than 70 words, that can also be the problem. So the minimum word count should be 50 words and the maximum word count should be how much? It should be 70 words. What is the total time? Total time is, guys, how many minutes? 10 minutes. What is the total time? 10 minutes. So in this task, basically you will be having how many minutes to do the summarized spoken text? You will be having 10 minutes. Total marks, you will be awarded 12 points for the answer. You will be awarding how many points? 12 points for the answers. Now, what's the skill assessed? Skills assessed are what? Listening as well as writing. What are the skills assessed? Listening as well as writing. Now, in this task, we are listening to the audio. So, it is giving us marks in which module? Listening module. Then we are taking the notes and we are just fitting it into the template and we are typing as well, which means we are writing as well on the keyboard. So it gives us marks towards the writing module as well. So it's the task which provides us marks into 2 modules. First one is listening and then it is writing. Summarize spoken text is very important task because it is one of the tasks which provides us the marks in which module, guys? Writing module. And as you know, in this time, the writing module score, to get the score is a little bit challenging. So if you want good marks in the writing module, you need to focus on which task as well? You need to focus on summarize spoken text as well. So that's why it is very important to understand this task in full detail. Now let us discuss the marking criteria of the summarized spoken text. Basically, the summarized spoken text is awarding us how many points? 12 points. So let us understand how we can get 12 out of 12 points. The first parameter on the basis of which we are getting the points is content. Content is of how many points? 4 points. Second is form. Form is of how many points? 2 points. Then we have grammar. Grammar is of how many points? 2 points. Spelling. Spelling is of also 2 points. And vocabulary is of also how many points? 2 points. Content basically means that you need to try to include nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs in your phrases, which means you need to try to pick the good phrases. Good phrases means it has some of the good words, which includes nouns, adjectives, verbs, or adverbs. Nouns are name of a person, place, or a thing, right? Adjectives are some words which are describing the nouns. Verbs are what action words, and adverbs are what something which describes the verbs. Okay, so try to include these things in your phrases. You'll be surely getting good marks in the content part. Then we have what form. Form means that our word count should be how much? In between range of 50 to 70 words. Your ideal word count can be 60 to 70 words, 60 to 70 words, but try that your word count is on minimum side 50, maximum side 70. Ideally, it can be 60 to 70 words. That will be more good for you. Now, grammar. Grammar is of 2 points. 2 points basically you need to take care of the comma, full stop, capitalization. So you need to put comma, full stop properly, and after full stop you have to capitalize the starting word as well. You need to take care of the names, planets, and languages which you have to capitalize. Then spellings. Spelling is of 2 points. Please take care of the spelling, guys. If your spelling is not good, start preparing a spelling list, which means that at the back of your notebook, leave 5-6 pages and just write down the spellings of the words which you think it is difficult for you or you need to memorize. Then we have vocabulary. Vocabulary is regarding and related to the what content part. So if you are writing good phrases, ultimately you will be getting good marks in the vocabulary. So this is the marking criteria of the summarized spoken text. Now let's move towards the time management. You need to understand time management very well in the summarized spoken text. Time management, you will be getting how many minutes? Basically you will be getting 10 minutes to do this task. In 10 minutes you have to divide it into how many parts? 3 parts. You have to divide it into 3 parts. The first is 3 minutes. In this 3 minutes you need to listen to the audio, plus you need to take the phrases. For the next 4 minutes you need to type the template and you have to type the phrases along with it. And for the next 3 minutes you have to do the proofreading, in which you have to take care of the grammar part, and also you need to take care of which part? Spelling. So 3, 4, 3, 3 parts. For the first 3 minutes audio phrases, 4 minutes type the template and phrases, 3 minutes do the proofreading and focus on the grammar and spellings. Please, your word count should be 50 to 70 words, as I've explained you before, and ideal word count can be 60 to 70 words, which is more good and it will give you good marks. Now, very important trick for the summarized spoken text. Whenever you are taking notes in your notebook, you have to take the notes in the grid format, which means always on the notebook you have to just make a grid format like this. If you are making a grid format like this, it will be more good for you. Why? Because most of the students say me that, sir, exam was good, but we were not able to actually understand our own handwriting in the exam, because in the exam, firstly, there is a spiral slippery notebook and we have to, write a little bit faster in order to take the phrases. So what you need to do is always try to make a grid format, and like in the childhood we used to write, always write in the form of phrases and always write on the line. For example, you can write phrase 1 here, always write on the line in order to get good handwriting in your exam. So phrase 2, and here you have to write phrase 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in total 7 to 8 phrases you have to write like this. If you're writing like this, you will be able to understand your phrases more clearly. You will be able to understand what you have written more clearly. Now let's move towards the template. So this is basically, guys, the template which we need to follow in 2026 for summarized spoken text. Now I'll just speak the template in front of you. Click a screenshot of this and you have to memorize this template in order to get good score. The template is: the speaker provided a detailed overview of main topic. Here you have to write what? Main topic. Main topic can be 1 or 2 words. That's all good. Try to have an overall topic which you think it can be a good topic for the entire audio. Then to start with, they highlighted phrase number 1, which serves as the key element. So here you have to write the next phrase, which is phrase number 1. Furthermore, they discussed phrase number 2 and phrase number 3. So then you have to write phrase number 2 and phrase number 3. Additionally, the lecture covered phrase number 4 and phrase number 5. So 5 phrases still here. In conclusion, the lecture conveyed phrase number 6, and then we have to put the full stop. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 lines are there. It should have a word count of 50 to 70 words after writing the phrases. This is a very good template. If you're using it in any of the software, you're writing the phrases, definitely you'll be getting the good score, and in the final exam also you'll be getting the good score. Now guys, what I will do is we'll do a sample question, right? I'll be playing an audio in front of you. It's an easy question of summarized spoken text. So let us start. You just keep your notebooks with you and you have to start writing down the phrases. Phrases means short sentences. So in this video, I'll make you practice also for the PTE Summarise Spoken Text, and we'll be doing one question together. You need to make a grid format quickly like this on your notebook, guys. Please make a grid format like this, and when I'll play the audio, you have to start taking the phrases, and after that you just have to put down your phrases into this template, and then we'll be just submitting our answer. So let us start. I'll be playing an audio. Start writing down the phrases in the grid format. Start writing, guys. 1, 2 and 3.
White has become the standard color for airplanes' exteriors. While stylish, it's also a calculated decision by many airlines. White essentially reflects sunlight instead of absorbing it like other colors do. This is great for keeping the plane's interior temperature down. It's the same as getting into a white car on a sunny day. Its inside is probably cooler than a black car's would be. And since constant exposure to sunlight often causes many colors to fade anyway thanks to oxidation, white becomes a practical choice. White is easy to spot, whether in the air, on the ground, or in the case of a crash, in the sea. And it's easy to see cracks or chips in the paint when that paint is white. This detection is important because dirt and moisture can quickly collect in these chips, becoming sites of corrosion that could eat away at the aircraft's body. This is one reason, in fact, that planes are usually painted at all instead of being left as polished metal. Painted metal more readily resists corrosion than unpainted metal. You'll often see plastic, fiberglass, or carbon fiber painted white on planes too. This is because these parts of the plane are easily susceptible to sun damage, which the white paint helps prevent. So, why aren't all planes pure white? Advertising. After a white base, airlines will often paint their brand name on the side and their colors on the tail of the plane.
So the ending was colors on the tail of the plane. So guys, I have already taken the phrases for you. What can be the ideal phrases for this lecture? So let us discuss what can be some of the good phrases. The first can be standard color. So standard color was there. That can be a topic also, or white as a standard color, that can be a topic. Then we have the second phrase, which is what we have, decision by airlines. This is what? This is the first one. That's the main topic. Second, the phrase number 1 can be decision by the airlines. Then we can write what? White reflects sunlight. We can write what? White reflects sunlight. Then on fourth number we have what? Interior temperature down. Then we have what? Thanks to the oxidation. It's the fifth phrase. Thanks to the oxidation. Then we can have what? Sixth one, that is white is easy to spot. Then we have seventh one, that is carbon fiber glass. Then we have eighth one, tail of the plane, which I said that it was the ending part of the audio. Now please notice one thing, friends, that in all the phrases one thing is common, that is I was focusing on nouns. So I have taken all the phrases which includes the nouns. For example, color. Color is what? It's a name of something, that's a noun. Airlines is what? It's a noun, right? White is a noun. Sunlight is a thing, that is noun, right? Then we have temperature. It is also a noun. Oxidation, that's the noun. White, that's the noun. Carbon fiber glass. Okay, here carbon and glass, noun. Tail and plane, that's the noun. So try to take the phrases in the form of nouns. As much as nouns you will pick up, the more you'll be getting good scores in the form of content and vocabulary. Nouns, name of a person, place, or a thing. Now let us put these all the phrases into what? Into our template, and let's see how much marks we are getting. So I've already put it this thing. You can clearly see that I got a really good score, 12 out of 12, right, in the Summarize Spoken Text on this portal. Content, form, grammar, spelling, vocabulary, It's all good and all full. Just I have done the thing which I have taught you. So the template I used is the speaker provided a detailed overview of standard color. See, I have put my phrase into the template. To start with, they highlighted the decision by the airlines, which serves as the key element. Furthermore, they discussed white reflects sunlight. That's another phrase. And then interior temperature down. Additionally, the lecture conveyed thanks to oxidation and white is easy to spot. In conclusion, the lecture conveyed carbon fiberglass and tail of the plane. Okay, so you just need to use the template like this, and you have to put all your phrases like this. This will definitely get you the good marks. Guys, these are some of the pro tips which are very important. If you follow this, you'll be getting perfect in summarized spoken text. First, try to pick nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs in your phrases, which means that your phrases should be in the combination of these words or include these words. Nouns and verbs. For example, you can just do it like adjective plus nouns, verbs plus adverbs. So adjective and noun combination of phrase means like I bought a golden watch. Watch is what? It's a noun, and golden is what? It is describing about the watch. So it is what? It is adjective. Now, when phrase starts with the verb like run, walk, change, or any other verb, always change the verb into its ing form. So, for example, if you're taking a phrase which starts with the verb, while you are putting that phrase into the template, always change it into which form, guys? Ing form. Okay, for example, if you take a phrase which is walk in the garden, you will be writing in the template. When you will be typing it down, you will be writing walking in the garden. If you'll do like this, you will be not having the grammar errors and your phrases will be very good. Either ing form or the continuous form, that's the same thing, before putting them into the template. Very important. Try to pick the phrases from throughout the audio and not only from one area or part of the audio. So try to pick the phrases from all over the audio. Do not stick to only one part, that's the starting or the ending or the middle part. Your phrases should be evenly spreaded throughout the audio. You have to take the phrases in this manner. Next. Next is that you need to write 10 to 11 phrases from the audio, but put only 7 to 8 phrases, the important ones. So you just need to, keep on writing as much as phrases as you can in a grid format, and always try to pick up the phrases which are good, and you need to eliminate the phrases which you think are not good. So you have a lot of phrases, multiple phrases at the end when you are putting it into the template. To improve your listening skills, this is a very good tip, guys, to improve your listening skills. Those who are struggling with the listening skills, guys, please follow this strategy. Surely in a week your listening skills will be improving and listening will be easy for you. To improve your listening skills, practice summarize spoken text at 1.25x speed, which means like in different portals you can just shift your speed of listening to the audio like 0.8x, 1.0x, or 1.25x. So follow the reverse psychology of studying here. If you are doing the tough questions, you will be, and if you are getting easy question in the exam, you will find it very easy. So always try to do tough questions. Always increase your level of toughness in life so that easy thing you can do it very easily. Now at 1.25x, if you are doing the listening questions and you have to also practice it in different accents, this will definitely help you to increase your listening power. Do 5 days questions of listening at 1.25x speed, and you will slowly realize that your listening is getting improved day by day. It's very important tip. And guys, all the very best. We are done with the PTE Summarise Spoken Text. I know the video was a little bit longer, but I have covered each and every detail which is possible to cover for Summarise Spoken Text. So you just need to watch this video very properly, and you just have to practice the Summarize Spoken Text regularly. If you want me to check your answers, to give you feedback on your Summarize Spoken Text answer, just copy paste your answer in the comment section, and definitely I'll be looking for it and I'll be giving you the feedback. All the very best, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Karanveer from KVPTE. If you need any help, you can contact on this number. WhatsApp us and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next video.